Hello. Are we working? Are we working? Chat isn't. Chat is hidden. One sec. There we go. We are. I think we're live now. Apparently we're live anyway. I think we're live. I don't think there's any issues. I don't think there's any issues at the moment. So all good to go. I'm guessing that there's no video or sound issues. Then, Jonathan, how is it looking in terms of video and sound? I am actually upgrading this week to a just better equipment in general. I think because I've had quite a few issues since starting YouTube. I say loads of issues. It's not been like catastrophic issues. It's just been kind of like going live issues and kind of issues recording normal videos as well, to be fair. Thought I had it all figured out before I set up YouTube, but obviously not. So we are live. I don't think there's any issues. Chat is working as well, which is really good. Welcome to the video to those who have joined super early. I know people can't get in until kind of later towards the evening, later towards the kickoffs, which is fair enough. But I do appreciate those who can obviously make it super early. Let me know if my sound or video quality is not great at the moment. It kind of looks dark in the video there. I don't know why. I'm usually bright orange, so it makes a change. Okay, let me just get this post out on socials just to say that I'm live. Just let me know if my sound's too quiet as well, guys. Drop your comments in the chat. I am actually I think I'm only 17 subs off 1K, which is obviously a major milestone in YouTube. 16 subs now. So if you are joining the stream, please remember to hit subscribe. Also, sound and video is good. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah. So if you are in the live stream or in the chat, if you could hit that subscribe button. I am now 16 subs away, so I'm hoping to hit that tonight. It is a major milestone among YouTubers, so I'm really hoping to hit that tonight with your help, obviously. So yeah, just please hit that subscribe button, and hopefully you can celebrate with me, because there's only going to be a few of you guys that I remember, for the first time being in this 1K, hitting. None of that makes sense. There's only going to be one time that you guys are with me to hit 1K subs, and it's whoever's in the chat now. We're going to kind of witness it. So hopefully I got to 1K subs. I'm not going to keep going on about it. I will drop a reminder in to subscribe every so often. It's now 15 subs that I need to hit 1K. So yeah, I really, really do appreciate it. When I did start YouTube, I didn't aim for any amount of subscribers. I just wanted to do it because I've done a lot of different types of content for some years now. Editorial content, pod content as well, game content with obviously Pick Free. I don't know how many of you remember Pick Free on Twitter. That would be quite interesting actually to know who remembers that. But yeah, so it's been a crazy content journey. Hi Jack. Yeah, hey everyone in the chat. It's quite busy already. So again, for those who aren't yet subscribed, I am aiming for 1K subs. It's a massive milestone. So please do that. I keep forgetting to share this post, so I'm going to share this now. Just bear with me a sec. Just going to get it out on socials super quickly. So super boring, but I hope everyone's okay anyway. Hope everyone's having a good start to the week. It's always nice having midweek football, isn't it? Always nice having Champions League football. I mean, it's nice having Champions League football in general, to be honest, isn't it? Well, not just football, but obviously UCL Fantasy let everyone know that I'm live. Believe it or not, it takes quite a while to social stuff. Matchday 13, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I will be here. Just make sure I've spelled everything. Well, yeah. So I'm going to be here until I'm going to be here until quarter to. Quarter to. Jesus, I'm so confused because we usually have early deadlines, don't we? Quarter to 8. I'm going to be here till quarter to 8. It just gives me 15 minutes to get back because I'm not actually at my own house currently. I have my office somewhere else that I do all of this stuff. Like I could not record in my house, by the way. I just wouldn't get anywhere. Let's put it that way. So yeah, guys. So post is out now. We're starting to get a few more people in the chat. So again, please hit that subscribe button. Hoping to hit 1K subs today. We are 15. Is it 15? Yeah, it's 15. It's 15 subs off. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, guys. Really, really appreciate it. And hopefully those who are in the chat witnesses me hit 1K subs, because again, I don't think you hit these milestones that often. Anyway, I'm going to stop boring everyone now with subscribes and stuff. I'm actually going to look at my team. So yeah, this is my. Well, you guys have probably been looking at my team for the whole thing, but this is my team currently. It's set out in this formation because they're basically my only playing players, I think. Outside of obviously Garcia, Rafinha's out, Cole Palmer. What an absolute joke Palmer was, right, in the last couple of rounds for me. I don't think Gordon did that well either, to be honest. Did Gordon do anything in against Barcelona? You might not be able to see this little box popping up on screen at the moment. I'm pretty sure he did nothing. Yeah, he did nothing at all against Barcelona. You can see that screen, right? Yeah, in fact. Would you prioritize Kane or Mbappe if you had to choose one? Yes. So, should we do, right? We'll do some questions first then, because my team is, let's be honest, extremely boring at the moment. Good evening, Gareth. Good evening. You had me saying good evening then. Would you prioritize Kane or Mbappe? Yeah. So that is the one, isn't it? It's Mbappe for me. Because of the home advantage. I think home advantage is going to be quite important this week. I mean, ideally, I'm gonna want both. This is not my current team, by the way, guys. I've got 5 free transfers for those who are new to these kind of streams. What I tend to do is just talk to people first, answer a lot of questions, and then process information. I think that's the most important part, because obviously you guys asking questions also helps me kind of mull over the information as well, right? So who should I leave out? Then Gokaresh, Henrik. I would probably leave out there. I don't know. I think Arsenal are going to have quite a tough game against Sporting. Sporting are pretty good at home. Pretty good at home. Oh, dark. It's weird how dark the screen is at the moment. Feels a little. Leave my back. Right, a little bit, maybe. I don't usually play with the furniture on live stream. I don't know why I don't just use my green screen for these. I really don't. Yeah, so also it's quite hot in this room as well. I know it's not. I know it's really boring, but for some reason, wasps absolutely love coming through this window. Um, so every time I opened it, a wasp would try and get in, and then I would have to scurry to quickly slam the window shut. Um, yeah, not a fan of wasps at all. Not a fan of wasps at all. So I either have to decide to either get really hot or probably get stung by a wasp. It's quite a tough decision, that one, to be fair. Mbappe or Vinny? I prefer Mbappe. I don't see what has changed massively. Yeah, probably form. I suppose. I suppose form has changed, right? I know that Mbappe hasn't been. I know Mbappe hasn't been fantastic. Um, but he just feels like the best option. He's so good in the Champions League, isn't he? I think it's like 13 goals and 1 assist, like 3 Player of the Match awards or something like that, something along those lines. So he's very, very good. But obviously, Vinny is a good option as well. But Mbappe will be on pens, so it's probably worth mentioning that. Mbappe's had a bit of stick actually um, from Real Madrid fans in general. Yeah. So, okay, Jonathan. Yeah, seen the pictures of Gabriel training. However, are there any comments from Arteta about his injury? Are there any comments? Let me just have a quick look. See if we have seen anything further on Gabriel, because obviously we know he's in training. For those that didn't know, he's in training. We know he's in training at the moment. Yeah, Mikel Arteta says Declan Rice, Gabriel, Trossard are all available against Sporting CP in the Champions League, but Bakaysak and Timber will be missing. So no Saka. I know people have. I know people have. Oh, it's your first time watching the live stream. That's good. So we've got some new people coming in as well. Please hit that like button. Please hit. More importantly, please hit subscribe. Again, I have mentioned. Let me see how many. Okay, no more new subs. So if you are new to this live stream, please hit the subscribe button. I'm hoping to hit 1K subs tonight. So 50. I think 15 is. I think 15 is okay. I think we can get to 1K. Surely there's 15 people in here who haven't subbed yet. So yeah, please hit that subscribe button. So in terms of Gabriel, we've yeah, he's fit. I mean, he was in full training as well. I mean, there's not much more to say really, because I mean the comments from Arteta a few days ago against Southampton in the loss was so this is what Arteta said. He said, "I think he felt something. I don't know exactly what it is. We're going to have to assess him, but obviously, when a player is asking to be substituted, it's never good news." I I think Gabriel's thinking there is potentially, I want to play against Sporting. I want to play, you know, more important games than Southampton. So maybe he's decided. I think he's fine. I think he's going to play. I wouldn't bother selling him really, because he's probably going to play next week anyway. Phil Gokares is the only player who's the obvious goal scorer in his team, and he's in good form with lots of confidence. My only issue with Arsenal is I'm not too sure they're going to score at all. That's my issue. We know how good Sporting are at home. We saw how good they were against obviously Bodo Glimt, who I know are different kettle of fish completely, but we know how good Sporting are because I think they were the fourth or fifth best team in the league phase for home match results, which I think is really good, to be fair. So there's obviously home advantage is massively important to Sporting, isn't it? So my honest opinion on Arsenal this week is I think they're going to struggle. I don't mean struggle as in they're going to like lose badly. I think they are. I think they are probably going to be. I think they're going to probably dominate possession. I think they obviously. I think they are. Sporting are probably going to hit them on the counter. I just don't see many goals in it. I don't see many goals in it at all. So, but with the other matches I do, Real Madrid and Bayern, like that could be anything. PSG Liverpool could be anything as well. Although I do like, I don't mind the PSG defense this week. I wouldn't really be keen on the Liverpool defense, to be fair, because I think they're going to concede a couple of goals. Valverde is going to be a differential this week. Yeah, I really like the Valverde actually. I think in terms of Valverde, I think he's around 6.7. I want to say 6.7 or 6.8 mil. And those price points are really important because because this week is obviously you've got Mbappe back, you've got Kane fit. That's like two premium strikers who let's be honest, could do really well, and then you could really suffer if you don't own them, as a lot of people did last week. Kane. I had Kane actually last week, but I benched him because there was rumours that he wasn't going to play. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, so a couple of spoiler alert there. I don't really want to go without Kane and Mbappe. So I think Mbappe. I mean, if you saw my team selection video, you'll probably see that I want to be prioritising. I want to be prioritising Kane and sorry, not Kane, Mbappe this week. Obviously, there's other players that I will look at. So you're going to need players like Valverde, aren't you? Right? And in terms of actual form, he's been really good. Actually, I think it's like 7 goals in his. I want to say 7 goals in his last 10 matches, something like that, which is really, really good. I mean, obviously it's really good, but it's really good for Valverde. Maybe it's a slight overperformance on Valverde, but just think strike while the iron's hot, isn't it? Go for players who obviously are in form, because if he's been really good, Valverde, like in terms of performances, but he's now converting that into actual goal. Obviously, he scored the hat trick against Man City, but that's only 3 of those 7 goals. He still scored 4 goals in his last 10 matches, which is quite uncommon for Valverde. I think he scored a pen for Argentina recently, but yeah. So I really like Valverde as an option. I think actually that he's probably one on like near the top of my shortlist in terms of midfield options this week. Really tough, isn't it? Because struggling for budget. I think what I really like about this stage of the competition is that we usually, like, everyone's team usually looks the same. Like, it looks so similar usually, and that might be partly the case this time, but you're not going to find someone who has got loads of the heavyweights in their team this week. You're not going to find anyone that's got, unless they're using a chip or taking a hit, like Kane, Mbappe, Julian Alvarez, Kvaratskhelia, Yamal, Elise, Vinicius. You're not going to find teams with all of those players in. I mean, obviously the template in defense is quite strong, isn't it? But I think its attack is where you can go slightly different. There's quite a lot of attacking options. If you look at it, just in that 6 million, that sub 7 million bracket alone, there's quite a few. There's Arda Güler, there's obviously Valverde. There's quite a few different options that I was looking at. Obviously Simeone, who just scored for Atleti. I mean, he got a red card as well, but he still scored against Barcelona, who they play this week, by the way. So, back to chat. Yeah, Valverde, good option. First time watching, yeah, we did that. Thank you. Please subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Again, looking to hit 1k subs today would be nice, wouldn't it? Heroes, would you prefer Vinny and Kane or Elise and Mbappe? Wow, that is quite the tough one. That's quite a tough one. I would go for Firmino over Valverde, because I think you're probably going to want double Barcelona attack. But yeah, in terms of Kane, Vinny, Elise, Mbappe, that is really, really tough. That is so tough. Yeah, very, very, very so. Yeah, cheers, Jonathan, for joining. Thank you, thanks a lot. It's a shame you couldn't stay actually because yeah, I've got lots of moves to make and stuff like that. But yeah, we haven't really got into the meat of it yet. But yeah, enjoy your night. Still have the limitless to play. No idea to when to play it. I don't mind the limitless this week. You know, like I said, there's a lot of people that are struggling to get all the big options in. Going back to that question, Francisco. That is so hard. Because I think because I like Mbappe because I think Mbappe is the best captaincy option for today. I'm going to go for Mbappe and Elise. Elise is also the best winger in the world at the moment, isn't he? Yeah, so final team won't be. I won't be doing that just yet. It's slightly too early. We've got quite a few things to get through. Actually, we're going to look at. Um, we're going to look at the attacking return percentages. We are also going to look at the clean sheet odds. We're also going to look at some of the players that are close to a ban, because that might be quite important. Should we put that on now? Actually, we'll have a look at the. Yeah, so these are the players that are close to a ban at the moment in UCL Fantasy. So you've got quite a few key players there, haven't you? Really? It's not. I mean, it's not as far from ideal, isn't it? You know, Mbappe. You've got Vinny Junior on there as well. You've got Yamal. I think you've also got Firmin on there somewhere. Mendes. I think Kvaratskhelia is quite as well. Yeah, Kvaratskhelia, Simeone. There's quite a lot of players who are close to a ban here, isn't there? So yeah, it's far from ideal, really. I think obviously if it's an attacker, you're probably going to be less. Well, obviously you're less likely to pick up that second yellow card. Chat seems to be quicker on this screen for some reason than that screen. Yeah, so get your questions in the chat. Kvaratskhelia or Elise. I would probably back the home team here. I actually think they're playing against a weaker defence in Liverpool as well. And Kvaratskhelia is, I think, it's back to back calls now for him, isn't it? So yeah, I think I would probably go for Kvaratskhelia. But Elise is right up there in terms of options, though. I think. I really hate the fact that I'm struggling to get Elise in this week. His numbers are actually crazy. I'm sure he's managed like nearly more than 40 attacking returns. So he's managed 3 goals and 5 assists. 3 goals and 5 assists in 9 Champions League matches. And then in the Bundesliga, he's managed 29 attacking returns in 26, so 11 goals and 18 assists there. I think that's a nice spread, that, isn't it, of goals and assists. That's what you want, really. Hello, well, these transfers okay. Gordon to Elise, Osimhen to Dembele, Ronaldo to Inacio. I'm not keen on Inacio. DeMarco to Stanisic. I think as a whole, I think that combination of transfers is okay. I'm not massively keen on Inacio. I'm not a huge fan of Stanisic either, but that could be like recency biased in fantasy because I think he was so bad, wasn't he, in the Club World? I don't know if you guys remember Club World Cup fantasy, but it was literally awful to own. Kathleen, which two PSG defenders would you pick? Well, it would almost certainly be Hakimi and Mendes, although you could go for either of the centre backs as well, right? Pacho or Marquinhos. I suppose the benefit of picking a centre back is that Mendes might get a yellow card. Like PSG aren't against like bad teams anymore. They're against good teams. I'm not saying that it's Liverpool, isn't it? And no offense, Liverpool fans, but yeah, I mean maybe I would put Hakimi top. I think you have to own Hakimi. I think it's like 4 consecutive attacking returns now for Hakimi. So I would say Hakimi's essential. Actually, I think he's the best defensive option to own. So if you haven't got Hakimi, I'd be slightly concerned because yeah, again, he comes alive in the last stage of of any competition, doesn't he? We saw it in the Club World Cup. We saw him score in the Champions League final. Yeah, and Upamecano is a concern, isn't he? I suppose. I've Ray as my keeper already. Yeah, Ray is obviously good hold. Vinny and G Martin or Firmin and Saliba. I think I would go for Firmin and Saliba there. Yeah, I think I would go for Firmin and Saliba. Yeah, I also think that Martin is I think Martin is also a yellow card off a ban, isn't he? Pretty sure he is one of the names that I didn't include that is actually. So basically, I only in the list that I have on screen for nearing a ban is the key players. Um, Let me just get that up quickly now because I'm pretty sure that I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that G Martin is. I'm pretty sure that Martin is close to a ban. Yeah, Gerard Martin is close to a ban. Yeah, yeah. So I probably should have added his name to this, but I just didn't think that many out there would go for him. I assume he's quite. How much is he actually? How much is G Martin? Yeah, again, if you haven't subscribed already, guys, please hit that subscribe button now. Let's take a look at how many subs I am off 1K actually, because there's a lot of familiar names in the chat. Actually, there's a lot of familiar viewers today. So we're so 3 extra subs there. So we are now 12 subs off 1K, which is really good actually. So I would love to get there. So if you are in the stream at the moment and you are not yet subscribed, then please do that. I will be around for World Cup Fantasy as well. So I'll be covering World Cup Fantasy too, and we'll do the live streams as well. We'll also do team selection videos. So to stay up to date with all of my videos, to stay up to date with all of the other stuff that I do. It's predominantly Champions League. FPL is now and again the odd wild card or free hit draft. But yeah, please hit the subscribe button. It means a lot. Really does help support me as well. And I also think that when you hit 1K subs, you get like community extras as well. You can like build communities on the site, which is another thing that I really like doing. As many of you know, on Twitter with all the group chats that I make for people. Okay, let's get through some of these questions now. Valverde and Firmin, or Vinny and Leonard Carl. I would probably go for Valverde and Firmin. I really like those two as options this week. I'm also not convinced that Leonard Carl's minutes long term. It's nice that Valverde and Firmin are also at home as well this week, isn't it? They are at home, aren't they? I'm pretty sure, but yeah, Barcelona is at home this week. There's a random alarm going off for some reason somewhere. Is Dembele a must this week? No, I don't think he's a must-have, or I think he's just nice to have. I think that he's obviously a good option, isn't he? It would be stupid of me to say he's not. He just wasn't. He just didn't come to mind when I thought of the perfect front three. When I think of the perfect front three, it has Kane, Mbappe, and Julian Alvarez in. Alvarez has been the absolute bane of my life. So for those who are new, should we get this screen off? We don't really want nearing a ban is boring. Where is it? Yeah, should we look at the goals and assist odds actually just quickly? So these are the goals and assist odds. You can access stuff like this over at Fantasy Football Scout. Obviously, I work for Fantasy Football Scout. If it wasn't obvious already, you can see the Fantasy Football Scout jersey there. So I work full time at Fantasy Football Scout. So I would, and it's actually me that creates a lot of the content over. Obviously, helped by a lot of community members in terms of like team reveals, predicted lineups as well. So a shout out to all of those guys who contribute and make Fantasy Football Scout the best place for UCL fantasy content. I'm not saying that because I'm biased or because I write it. I do think it is. It does host the best Champions League fantasy content out there, and also because I have a hand in it, so I kind of have to say that. Yeah, it really is. It really is growing Fantasy Football Scout now in terms of other games. There was a point where it was predominantly FPL, some UCL, some of the other games, but obviously since I moved over from FFC, it wasn't really a move over. It was kind of like I just FFC joined up with Scout, so and I was already doing bits anyway. But yeah, so it really is a good place now, Scout, in terms of so much content over there for UCL fantasy content, Saudi fantasy, Serie A fantasy, Bundesliga fantasy, EFL fantasy. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. So and obviously World Cup fantasy this season. So yeah, head over to Fantasy Football Scout if you haven't already. A lot of great stuff, including this that is on screen at the moment. I was quite surprised when I saw this, actually. I'm not going to lie, I was quite surprised when I saw that Yamal was 69%. It was 69% in terms of odds to actually score or assist. I'm not surprised in the sense that I don't think he's going to do well. I think he's going to do well, 100%. But surprised in a sense that like Mbappe and Kane aren't higher, and maybe perhaps it's obviously the fact that Mbappe, Real Madrid buying, it's a tougher match, isn't it? But yeah, in terms of Yamal, he is right up there. You can also see Dembele, interestingly, ahead of Mbappe and Kane. I know someone asked earlier about it. There's a lot of questions about Dembele today, a lot of mentions. So maybe perhaps he should be more among my thinking. The lineups are going to be so interesting, though, aren't they? How long have we got until lineups at this point? We haven't got long now. We really haven't got long. Yeah, so up to 988 subscribers now, guys. So please hit that subscribe button. It literally takes 2 minutes to hit subscribe. 2 seconds, 2 minutes. It's totally free as well. It doesn't cost you a penny. But again, yeah, getting to that 1K is a major milestone. I'd love to do that today. Would absolutely love to hit 1K subs today. So again, hit that subscribe button. I'll keep answering your questions, of course. Just that's all I ask is for you to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Okay, so and Dembele's not missed off. UCL app shows Kane is injured. Never trust the UCL Fantasy app is one of the lessons that I have learned over the years. My remaining players are Vinny Alvarez, Lookman, Vitinha, Yamal, and Hakim. They look good. I would probably do something about Burn. Yamal hasn't scored against Atletico in the last 5 meetings this year. Should that worry us? No, I don't think so. I think it helps that Yamal is on pens as well, right? So even if we weren't completely convinced that Yamal was going to score from open play, which I understand some of the kind of question marks over Yamal, because a lot of the times he is very, very, very wide, but you will notice if you watch him, he's, although very wide, no one marks him sometimes. Absolutely nuts. So, and that works in his favor, right? Because if he's very, very wide, he will just do what he always does and cuts in and curls one on his left foot. So no, I'm not concerned about his recent record against Atleti. It is a big game though, isn't it? So, I mean, there should be some slight, obviously, reservations at this stage in the competition over all of the games, I think. But yeah, I'm not concerned with Yamal. It's nice that I think we know he's on pens now as well, right? Obviously, Rafinha's out. Lewandowski is clearly not on penalties anymore. So yeah. Thoughts on Kane cap today, then Bayonet, then Bailey cap tomorrow. Currently in 11K rank, drop last match day. Yeah, tell me about it. My rank dropped last match day as well. I think the issue with match day 12 was that everyone returned, right? I think that was the biggest problem. But yeah, I do think that both are good options for tonight. I do like Kane captaincy. A lot of people are going to captain Mbappe or Kane or Vinny tonight. I think they're the main three, aren't they? I probably wouldn't touch an Arsenal defender or an attacker for captaincy, just because I don't think they're going to do much. I mean, you look at those percentages there. You know, this is a so this is a you would on paper look at the Arsenal versus Sporting game and think, well, that is Arsenal clear favourites in that. But even according to the bookies, I mean, I didn't look at the odds before I came to this conclusion in my mind. In fact, I thought about this before we did the UEFA podcast the other night with Dan. I'm not completely convinced on Arsenal. I did say this earlier in the stream, and obviously the odds back that up too, right? Because Madueke and Havertz are their highest in terms of odds. Like Gokarash is nowhere to be seen. Gabriel Jesus is nowhere to be seen as well. I mean, that highlights a couple of things, really. That the fact that, again, maybe slightly put off by Arsenal attackers, but also, if you're going to go for a differential, Madueke is probably a good shout. Should I bring in Mbappe if I already have Vinny and Many will be tight? I prefer bringing in Dembele. Let me know your thoughts. So my opinion is that Mbappe is the best captaincy option tonight. But also Vinny's a good option as well. Like, he's not a much worse option than Mbappe, like, at all, because obviously he's a midfielder. He will gain extra points for goals. He will obviously gain an extra point for a clean sheet. Not saying they're gonna clean sheet. So just get off that screen for a sec. Yeah. So sorry. Sometimes I just switch screens to my phone and then the monitor and stuff. So yeah, I don't think Mbappe is absolutely essential. For me personally, I feel like he's essential, but in the grand scheme of things, he probably isn't. He's only essential because he's essential in a way that he fits my profile of player in what I want as a captain, basically. And usually I prioritize captains. So yeah, I think that Mbappe is not essential, but an amazing option. Fermin Lopez or Valverde or Gnabry. Yeah, I would probably not bother with Gnabry. I don't know if he's going to start both of the legs, which is my biggest issue. Fermin Lopez and Valverde. I think I'm going. If you've got only Yamal, I think get Fermin Lopez. Because I think that Barcelona are very, very good at scoring goals. That sounds so basic, doesn't it? But I think they were joint second for goals scored in the league phase. They also scored 7 against Newcastle, completely ripped them to shreds. Now, I'm not saying that Atleti, that's going to happen to them. But I do think Atleti could concede a few goals to Barcelona tonight. Barcelona are at home as well, aren't they? So I kind of don't know if it matters with Barcelona. I kind of feel like they're going to score regardless a couple of goals. Hi, sorry I'm late. Yeah, football and stuff. I did. You were the guy I spoke to about Valverde, right? On the team selection video. Valverde is a massive differential to game rank. Should I still do it? I think it's look, if you want to gain a lot of rank, then going for someone like Vinny, Kane, Mbappe is not going to do that for you. It could obviously backfire and you could get a big red arrow because of it. But that's the risk, isn't it? When you're trying to gain rank is a tricky position to be in, because you have to take risks. If you are putting yourself in a position, or if you want to take differentials on, then there's, you need to understand that there's players you're leaving out or not captaining who could really, really hurt you, and they're very good, and then they're template for a reason, right? Because they're very good options. So when I say template, obviously for those that didn't know, it's just the most popular, the ones that can hurt you if they score quite a lot, because like loads of people own them. Yeah, I think loading up on PSG is an okay idea. Like, I personally I'm not a fan of Vitinha. I will say that. I think he's quite a boring pick. I think my top three PSG assets would probably be Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, and Hakimi at this point. Yeah, I mean, Vinny is an excellent option. He's explosive. He's a good option. He's a good option for captaincy. 100%. Highness is Kane the best captaincy option for today? Well, if he starts, he is a very good option. I would always back, though. I would always back the home team. I think I would back the home team. I would go for Mbappe or Vinny. I don't know, actually. If I had to rank the captaincy options today, I would probably put Mbappe top, on Vinny second, and Kane third. But Kane only third because of his fitness concerns. I think if Kane was fully fit, I would probably go him second. Obviously, penalties play a huge part, don't they? Would you sell Van Dijk and Akatike and Alvarez? I would 100% would not sell Alvarez. Just don't give yourself the pain. I sold out. When did I sell Alvarez? Oh, that's right, before his 3 consecutive double-digit hauls or whatever it was. He really did kill me. He's the reason I'm not 200th in the world anymore. Single-handedly. Obviously, Sorloth did well, but Alvarez was quite popular. I don't like Akatike this week. Let's just take a look at my team, because this is where I probably need to start looking at. My own plans, right? Let me just get off this screen because I'm on chat on my monitor at the moment. Yeah, so there's a few players that I'm not happy with at all. Here, I think Gabriel will start. I think that Harry Kane will start. Obviously, my whole bench in terms of outfield players are needing to go, which means I need 3 midfielders. But at the same time, I don't like Akatike or Suarez either. Now, I think we have just had the starting. Oh, I nearly nosed my mic then. I think we've just had the starting lineup for. Yeah, guys, again, please hit that like button. Please hit subscribe. There's been plenty of you guys in the stream. A lot of you still not yet subscribed. Actually, it looks like around 60% in the stream have not yet subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button, guys. Please hit that subscribe button, guys. 1K subs is so close now. It's so close. Only 12 subs, guys. Only 12 subs. You can do this. Hit subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. If you do one thing today for me, please hit that subscribe button. And those of you in the stream will also get to share this 1K milestone with me, because it will be on live stream and not a video. I'd rather hit 1K during a live stream. I don't want to hit it on some like random video. and then kind of celebrate on the. Yeah, so the deadline is 8 o'clock, so we don't have to worry about the deadline just yet. Is Gabriel fit? Yes, he trained. It's captain for tomorrow. I would go Yamal. Mbappe starts. Yeah, so that's what I was going to do, wasn't it? I was going to get the lineups, have a look at the lineups for Real Madrid. Have all the official lineups leaked yet? Or was it just Real Madrid because they just go super early, don't they? Let's have a look at this Real Madrid lineup. Interesting to see they started in defence actually. So Lunin in goal. We have Trent. I thought, yeah. See, I think I predicted that. Who is Thiago? Who's Thiago? Real Madrid. Thiago. Arda Güler. I think he's a nice punt as well. Valverde, Güler, Mbappe, Vinny Jr. So, yeah, I think there was some rumours that Militao was going to start ahead of Houghton, but I didn't think he would. I thought it was too early for him. Also, some rumours that Bellingham might start, but again, I think it was too early for him as well. So, I think who is this? Yeah, who is Thiago? Who is this Thiago guy? My mind's gone completely blank there. Obviously, someone that we know, but Thiago. Oh, it's Pitarch, obviously. Oh, why not just write Pitarch? Yeah, so it's Thiago Pitarch, of course it is. Yeah. They should have just put Pitarch to begin with, because I don't know him as Thiago. I just know him as Pitarch. Yeah, 18-year-old. Looking forward to see him play tonight. Mbappe is starting. Oh, it's so good. So good that he starts. Who are your other two plans? Sal, Lewis Van Dijk and Nakatiki. I'm guessing no. So yeah, basically Pitarch. Yeah, so basically, I am planning to sell the players who are not going to play. So that is Gordon, Palmer, Rafinha. So that's free, and also I don't think that my front line is optimal at all. Like, I don't think Ekatike. I don't think I actually, if I owned any Liverpool attacker, probably apart from Jobber's only because he's cheap, I would sell them. So if I owned Salah, I would sell him. I think that's partly based on their recent performance against Man City, but also they're just such trolls, aren't they? Liverpool attackers. I think my hope for the English teams is slowly dwindling. Is he a pun? Not many will have him. Yeah, I mean, is he? Should we have a little look at Petard, shall we? Have a little look. Right, guys, we've now hit 990 subs. Just 10 subs away from 1K. 10 subs away from 1K. You guys want to be here for this milestone, right? So for those who aren't yet subbed, please hit that subscribe button. Where is the subscribe button anyway? I should know this. It should be right there though, shouldn't it? I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, there's a massive button saying subscribe. So please hit that subscribe button and get me to 1K subs. 990, so only 10 away. I kind of based on how slow it's been in terms of subs tonight. What are we closing on the first hour? I'm still hopeful. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to stay positive that we can do it. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, please. Let's get to 1K together. And then I think I can make a little community over on the channel. Yeah, Pitarch. We're going to look at Pitarch, weren't we? Pitarch. It's a weird name to say, isn't it? Maybe that's why people call him Thiago because, yeah. Yeah, I mean, his last goal was for Real Madrid under-19s in the UEFA Youth League. So, I mean, it's not positive. It's not promising. Is he? I'm sure he's 4.5 million though. So I think if people are really, really struggling for budget, I mean, you're not completely deading him off either. Saying that you've got the likes of Bernal, Casado. You have got players who can play in that position. Let me just have a look. Is how much is Patarch? I can't know how much Patarch is before I check. Where is he? Is he? Where is Patarch? When he's in my mind. For some reason, what an idiot! What a bloody idiot! For some reason, I thought Patarch played for Barcelona then. Yeah, mine went blank. Yeah, so Patarch is actually 4.3 million, which is super cheap, isn't it? I mean, if you're because I was in a chat. I mean, he plays a lot as well, doesn't he? He played both of the matches against Manchester City, and when I say play, I mean he started both and played 70+ minutes in both as well. Um, he didn't play He didn't play any of the matches before that, which is obviously concerning. But to see him start back-to-back matches against Manchester City, that is quite promising, isn't it? Really. Can Sporting get the shutout tonight? Let me just get some of the questions, sort some of us out first. Mbappe or Vinny Jr. I think Mbappe and Vinny Jr. are both great options tonight. I don't think you need to own both because if I get Mbappe, I'm not going to get Vinny. Hang on, we should get a buy-in lineup soon. I do really like Valverde though. I will say that. To be fair though, I like Valverde and Guller. I think they're both good punts. To be fair, I think they're good punts. Valverde and Guller. I actually think that if you don't want to go for if you are struggling to get to Vinny Jr., I think Valverde is a good shout. He's not obviously not going to cover him, but I do think he's a good option long term as well. By the way, he will keep starting. He's like their best player. I would actually say that Valverde is Barcelona's. What's my obsession with Barcelona tonight? They're not even playing tonight. I would say that Valverde is Real Madrid's best player currently. I think that's fair as well to say that. Which combo do you prefer, Kane and Rice or Luis Diaz and Vinny? I think Kane and no, probably Luis Diaz and Vinny because Kane and Rice have had fitness issues recently, haven't they? So we don't know what they're going to be like for minutes in the next 2 weeks. Where we pretty much know that Diaz and Vinny Jr. will be fine. Can Sporting get the shutout? Well, should we have a look at the? That's a good. That's a good kind of. Good way to introduce the clean sheet odds actually, because these are the clean sheets again over at Fantasy Football Scout. You can access all of this stuff and lots more. Team reveals, all of the predicted lineups, attack and return odds, clean sheet odds, team reveals from some of the best managers. some of the best managers around, differentials, injuries and bans. It's pretty endless, but there's a lot of great content over there. So head over there, and this is one of those. Another one of those pieces of content you can actually access over there. So, I mean, I was quite shocked when I saw this in terms of Atleti and Liverpool, but you can see a clear pattern. We obviously looked at the attacking returns before. You can see a clear kind of pattern in the way the bookies have kind of priced Sporting and Arsenal game. They don't think that Sporting are massive underdogs this week. I mean, 90%, 19% is not good. It's not good, let's be honest. But at the same time, Liverpool have got worse odds. Atletico have got worse odds as well, which I think was. I mean, it was surprising to me, but it also wasn't, because before I consumed any content, before I created my own content and consumed that, and before I looked at odds as well, I was of the mind that I did think that Arsenal were going to struggle this week. Not in terms of like I think they're going to lose. I did say that earlier, but just in terms of I think they're going to struggle to score. I think this could be. I wouldn't be surprised to see like a 0-0 or Sporting win this 1-0. In fact, I would if I had to price, I would price Sporting and Arsenal the same odds to score a goal, which might sound ridiculous to some, but Sporting are very good at home. They are really, really good actually, and again the odds, the odds look really, really well. I say really, really good, but they don't look terrible for them. But yeah, Arsenal right up there in terms of clean sheet odds, 39%, as we all expect. It's obvious now at this point, and that is just based on the fact that they have been the best defence in the Premier League. They have been the best defence in Europe. Would I be surprised to see Arsenal keep a clean sheet? Of course I wouldn't. I'm not saying that Sporting are definitely going to score, because again, I could easily see this 0-0. I have Vinny, Valverde, and Mbappe. If you've got all three, I would say that owning Vinny is differential enough. Owning Valverde is differential enough. I would probably go Mbappe. Every man and his dog will probably be aiming to bring, probably not the dog. Every man and woman who play fantasy games will probably, or a large percentage of them will be looking to bring in Mbappe this week. And obviously his recent form has not been fantastic. This is something we did highlight earlier. I mean, let me just take a look at Mbappe's output. He's on pens as well, remember? So yeah, I mean, in his last 1, 2, 3, 4. He's interestingly, if you go on SofaScore, you have a look at Mbappe's last 6 to 7, 8 games. He's not had a rating above 7, apart from once, and that was against Brazil in the friendly. So he's not been great at all. But you have to look at the form before that, though, because if you're looking at the form before, if you're looking at his form in February, that's a completely different story, because it was a goal against Valencia, a goal against Vallecano, a brace against Benfica, a brace against Villarreal, a brace against Monaco, a goal against Levante. This guy is serious, So it's not like he scored 4 against Olympiacos. Vinny Jr. You're not gonna see Vinny Jr. score 4 in a game. You will see Mbappe do that. So for me, I think it is really, really. If I was at high rank, which I say I would consider I'm at quite high rank. I think I'm 550th or something like that in the World 56th. Because I'm at that point, I don't really want to take any like wild punts. Oh, hang on, the buy-in lineup should be out. Oh, and the Arsenal lineup, right? Okay, right. So let's have a look. I'm going to share the lineups first on X, and then we will we'll take a look through the lineups. Yeah, please, guys, again, someone keeps reminding me to ask people to like the video. Please hit the like button if you are enjoying the stream. Please hit the subscribe button if you are enjoying the stream as well. I would really, really appreciate it. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's have a quick subs check. 991 currently. So, guys, 9 subs. There are, I don't know how many of you are in the live stream at the moment. There's usually around 3-4K at the end of the live stream. So just 9 of you who aren't yet subscribed, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Just 9 subs, guys. 9 subs. Just 9 subs. Right, so yeah, hit that subscribe and let's take a look again quickly. Yeah, so I need to have a look at the... I'm not going to ruin it by looking at any key names. I'm just going to share them first, and then we're going to talk through them. I don't know who starts yet. No idea. Apart from obviously Real Madrid that we went through. I suppose I better make some team changes soon, hadn't I? Now that we've got the lineups. Now that we've got the lineups, okay, let's have a look through them, shall we? Should we take a look through the lineups? Okay, so for Bayern, we've obviously already had a look through the Real Madrid lineup, but I really like a couple of punts on that Real Madrid team. So for Bayern Munich, we have got Neuer at the back, we've got Lima at left back, Tar centre back, Upamecano centre back, Stanisic right back. In central midfield, we have Kimmich, Pavlovic. I'm pretty sure Pavlovic is like 4.5 million as well, so he's nice and cheap. And then a front four, which I do think is their best front four. We've got Elise at right wing. We then have... Oh, God. Owning just Kane is not enough from Bayern, is it? I don't think it is. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Yes, Rafinha is injured, so definitely look to replace him. Okay, Luis Diaz on the left, Gnabry in the number 10 role, Elise on the right, and Kane up front. So congratulations, 34th in the world. Kane is definitely injured. Yeah, he's definitely not Kane. Jesus, no, he's not definitely injured. It's Rafinha. Rafinha is definitely injured, not Kane. Kane is fit. He starts. So I think the big news with the Real Madrid and Bayern lineups is some of the highlights. Obviously, is that Housen starts for Real Madrid. He was originally a doubt, or not a doubt. I think many thought that Militao were going to play. There was doubts around whether Carreras and Trent would also start. Pitarch, the 18-year-old, 4.3 million euros midfielder. And then you've got Odegulla on the right, Vinny on the left, and Mbappe through the middle, although formation-wise that could change. And then Bayern, the huge news is obviously there was some doubt around Kane, but he is starting. So Harry Kane is starting. And we know how good Harry Kane is, and we know how much damage he can cause. Elise, of course, starts. Gnabry is starting in that number 10 role, which I think he's a nice punt. I do think he's a nice punt. Luis Diaz, again, he feels a bit like a waste of a forward slot. And Neuer. Yeah, Neuer. For some reason, I didn't think Neuer was predicted to start then. No, he definitely was predicted to start. So, okay, so that is Real Madrid and Bayern. So a lot of talking points there, really. I'm not going to move over to Arsenal Sporting. I don't have a clue who's starting for Sporting and Arsenal. So Sporting, in terms of their lineups, Rui Silva, Morita, Sorry, really, it just made me think then. What's a strange order? Put the players in. Yeah, so Sporting, Marita, Pedro Goncalves, Catamo. So again, obviously, there's a lot of people. Yes, I am looking to take out both Akatiki and Suarez here. Fresneda, Inacio, Diamonde, João Simões, Suarez. Obviously, Suarez, I think, is one yellow card away from a. Let me get off that screen for a second. Ban. So you can see, yeah, you can see there that Suarez is one yellow card off a ban now. There's quite a few players there that are one yellow card. Rather than nearing a ban, I probably should have put one yellow card off a ban, but kind of long tailed then. So the Arsenal Hinkapi. I hope you're subscribed for getting that laugh out of me there. JPAG Raria 83. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you. Yeah, so they right. So Arsenal, Raya, Saliba, White, Gabriel. So Gabriel is massive. That's huge, isn't it? It's not just huge. The fact that he starts, by the way, it's quite huge for the Arsenal clean sheet, right? We want Arsenal to keep a clean sheet. I certainly do because I have a triplet. Oh, you already subscribed. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Let you off. Yeah, so I really think that having Gabriel is quite huge news. It means that I can personally now prioritize the transfers that I want to make. Am I lucky that Kane and Gabriel both start? Probably, and I think a lot of other people are, but it just means that I can prioritize my attacking transfers now, and just transfers that I want to make, luxury transfers. So Odegaard starts, Gokaresh, Trossard and Madueke, Calafiori, Zubamendi and Rice. So yeah, we can see that Zubamendi is also one yellow card off a ban. He's just not on that list. He's just not on that list at the moment. So yeah, I mean that's puts us in an interesting position now, doesn't it? Because a lot of the players that we were assuming that we were assuming weren't going to play or might not play are playing now. So yeah, that's huge, isn't it? Gabriel playing, Harry Kane playing. Super happy about that at the moment. Yeah, get your questions in, guys. Let's have a look how many subs. Has anyone subscribed? Oh, have a look. That 900 and I get so many extra. That 993 subs. So we are 7 subs. 7 subs off 1k. 7. Please make sure you've subscribed. Let's go. Let's do this. We want to be able to celebrate a milestone on this live stream. I'll go so mad if we get to like 999. Oh, I'd be absolutely devastated. I want to celebrate it with you guys, regulars in the stream, people who are always here, I don't want to celebrate. I don't want to kind of refresh YouTube Studio and see that I've hit like 1k off, I don't know, a random FPL video. I want to be hitting the milestones with you guys while you're on stream. Sell Liverpool assets and keep Suarez. I think I would probably rather keep. I think I would rather sell Suarez than Liverpool assets. I think that's a tough one. No, I would rather sell Liverpool assets. Yeah, I'd rather keep. Are we on 998? Wow, guys, look. 998 subs. 998. 2 more subs. 2 of you. 2 people subscribe who haven't already. Look. Not very clear, but 998. You've got to do it. You've got to. You've got to do it, guys. Have to. So, someone let me know when we hit 1k subs. And you like the worst thing is I've not really feel like we should well, I'm not going to celebrate anything yet, guys. It needs to be well over 1k because like people will unsubscribe just to try and be funny. So I'm not looking yet. Let's just keep subscribing. Let's pretend we haven't done anything just yet. I didn't really plan anything for hitting 1k subs. I should have done something, right? I feel like I should have. There's nothing in this room for me to celebrate with as well. I could put a celebrate song on, but I think people will get annoyed. Let me just get off this screen at the moment. Let me just also recheck. Yes, it's not loaded as 1k subs yet. There are a couple of people saying they've done it. It's still showing 999 subs for me. So I think another couple of subs to just push it over the line would be really, really helpful. Appreciate everyone who's hit the subscribe button, by the way. I'm going to take the... No. Let's have a look. Have we done it? It's still saying 999 subs. Surely that is broke. That must be broke. Must be broke. Come on. Let's get to 1k subs. Maybe it's just not loading. There are so many of you in the chat now, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Just so we can resume normality at this point. Oh, guys, we've done it. We've done it. It's loaded in. It's loaded in. Look. $1,003 subs, guys. We did this. Really, really appreciate it. This is absolutely massive. Massive. So really, yeah, really, really happy to hit that with you guys. It's just absolutely massive. Should we put a I feel like we need to celebrate somehow. I've got no I haven't got champagne, I haven't got a balloon. Do we just do a bit of that? Congrats from BMVC. Congrats from Pablo. Thank you. Crocs, thank you. Aaron, really, really do appreciate it. Let's not talk about the pronunciation of that Caesar guy. 1k subs. How is there a point that I turn this song off? Tell me when to turn it off, when you've had enough. Massive moment, isn't it? Massive. 1k subs. We finally did it, guys. We finally did it. Yes, Gaddy, have a beer. Have a beer for me. Have a beer for me. Really appreciate it. Every one of you who have hit that subscribe button in the chat. Really do appreciate it. I should speak to the camera when I say this. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Finally, we've hit 1K subs. We've finally hit it. We've finally done it. And I've done it on a live stream with you guys as well. I'm going to turn this music off now. It's give me a bit of a headache. Give me a bit of a headache. We might put the tune on again towards the end of the stream. We might do it. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. Actually, it's a huge milestone. Obviously, 1,000 subs, absolutely massive. If things go wrong, please don't unsubscribe. That happens sometimes, believe it or not. Like if I say something like, and fair enough, you know, if I say a player and they don't do well or do badly or blank, yeah, they unsubscribe. So yeah, I really appreciate everyone joining me. So you guys, I don't know who's in the stream as well. There's a lot of you have commented, so you know, I'd love to know who I am sharing this this milestone with. Obviously, there's a lot of people, a lot of regulars in the stream already. Oh God, yes, my stream is about to get sniped for the copyright music. I should know this. I should know this. So yeah, you know, I want to know who is in the chat with me as I hit this milestone, because I won't forget who is in this stream for this milestone. Obviously, Crocs, FF Point Break, Geddy, always a regular, Half Hour Fantasy Podcast, U2, Mish, FPL Mishy, again, see you in all the time. There's a lot of you who are in the stream who I see, you know, week in, week out on these streams. So really do appreciate it. I am definitely going to get copyrighted, aren't I? Copyright sniped. 100% always happens. Yeah, so right, back to reality now. We'll probably discuss the whole 1K subs at the end. Again, if you're in the chat at the moment and you are with me for this 1K sub milestone, yeah, I won't forget the people who have joined me for this 100%. I'm just super happy that it came during a live stream, because this could have easily happened, you know, from like a random video, and then I'd have no one to speak to. So yeah, massive appreciations to everyone. Thanks Johan as well. Thanks Abdul. Yeah, do remember you, of course. I remember a lot of you. I'm looking at a lot of names, and I remember a lot of you. I also know a lot of you from Twitter as well, right? Yeah, please, yeah, appreciate that, Sherry, as well. Again, another name I recognise. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. Those who aren't yet subscribed. I'm not even going to discuss another milestone. I'm just going to kind of appreciate the fact that we have hit 1K tonight, because I didn't think it was going to be possible at one point. But I don't want to make this whole stream. You know, just about. Can you guys see that screen, right? What screen can you guys see at the moment? You can see my team, right? Thank you, Joanne. Enrique, you've got a question. Firmin and Alvarez, already really like that. Yeah, it's Firmin and Alvarez for me. Firmin and Alvarez, really like it. If you need to catch up and want to cap the differential, who would you pick, Valverde or Gokaresh? I really like Valverde because of the home fixture. I think he's obviously a midfielder as well. He's in form, 7 goals in his last 10. So yeah, I really like that. Yeah, again, really, there's a lot of you, a lot of you guys saying congratulations in the stream. So yeah, I really want to say I appreciate that 100%. Sometimes I get stuck in looking at one of the screens. Sometimes it's this one, sometimes it's that one. So yeah, I should mention again, just say really appreciate it. Thank you, thanks a lot. We have hit 1K subs. It's amazing. Just for more proof. There we go. 1,000. Right, okay, we do need to get down to business now, though, because I've got five transfers to make. So this is the period where we start saying that we've got 50 odd minutes until the thank you, Jay Pagria. Okay, so on the cheap mid Sherry, the issue with both of these guys is none of them are long term options. I don't think that they will play long term consistently. Let me just have a quick look at Pavlovic, because I'm not too sure Pitarch will play consistently. I think I have a little bit more hope. Yeah, please answer your question, Jay Pagria. Bringing in Mbappe, Firmin, Housen, and Cancelo for Suarez, Rafinha, and Bamacano and VVD. What are your thoughts? I would probably I don't think there's much in between the defenders there, Jay Pagria. I don't think there's much between the defenders at all. I'm not even sure you need to make those moves. No, I don't think you need to make the defensive moves. I mean, you can. It could work out, but I obviously love the attacking moves that you're making there in Mbappe and Firmin. Really like them as options, but I don't think you need the others. No, I'm actually keeping Katamo. So I'm keeping Katamo. I don't see any reason to get rid of Katamo just yet. I really like Katamo because Sporting are good at home. I think Sporting are really good at home. We've been through this already, haven't we? I think Sporting were the fourth or fifth best side during the league phase. They also completely battered Bodo Glimt in the previous round. I know it's only Bodo Glimt, but Sporting are good at home. Would I be surprised if Katamo scored against Arsenal? No. Would I be surprised if he kept the clean sheet? No. Would I be surprised if he hauled? I mean, the chances are low, but it could still happen, right? And this is why we like Katamo, because he offers multiple routes to points. He keeps starting as well. This is it's really promising, because I don't think a lot of people expected him to start week in, week out at one point. Yes, so I will be selling. Let's look at my team properly now, because I think a lot of people are getting a little bit tired of the whole not doing my transfers part. You can, oh no, you can't really see that. Second, let me just highlight the transfer section of. Okay, there you go. So that is. Okay, so the players that I'm going to take out before I get back to chat are, I should say. So Rafinha's obviously going. We've also got Palmer going. We've also got Gordon going. Akatike really don't want, and also Suarez. So basically 5 players on the right side of the screen. That's quite handy, that, isn't it? I really want an English club to win the Champions League. We need to dominate Europe. I'm tired of Spanish teams winning the UCL. To be honest, there was a period where, and still is, there is a frame of mind where I think that Arsenal do have the ability to win it, based on squad depth. I think that they have. I would say they have a better bench than Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern, Liverpool. They probably have the best bench in the Champions League or in Europe. I don't think that's massively controversial to say either. They have very good options. Well, usually they have good options on the bench. It's not ideal that they don't have Saka. It's not ideal that they don't have Timber. But when everyone's fit, they have a really, really good squad. So I wouldn't rule Arsenal winning the Champions League completely out. Thoughts on Koundé? Yeah, I think he's going to start this week. Let me just have a look at his recent minutes. I think he's just come back from injury, hasn't he? I'm always slightly I'm always slightly nervous about buying players who just came back from injury. Um, I know it looks like I've completely made that up. It was it was Araujo. Why wasn't it was Araujo who the Secunde played 30 minutes against Athletic Madrid. Oh, he did get injured. Yeah, so he got injured in the cup match against Athletic Madrid. Um, he's back now. He's a good option. I do like Koundé, but you never quite know with Barcelona in defence, do you? Really fancy Dembele this week, although getting him would mean no Mbappe. I don't think no Mbappe is like a massive issue if you've got like a Vinicius. Um, would I say owning one of Mbappe Vinicius Junior is essential? Then yes, I would say that. But I wouldn't say owning one of them. I wouldn't say owning Vinny is essential. I wouldn't say owning Mbappe is essential. Mbappe feels essential to me because he fits my profile in the type of player I usually captain. Torres is nice if you need money for Mbappe, Lisi, Mendes, etc. I thought you would do Catamount instead. Well, I actually think that Julian Alvarez is one of the best striker options this week as well, because as we know, Barcelona are not very good at defending. We also know that Alvarez has absolutely buried me multiple occasions over the past couple of weeks. I think he's managed back-to-back double-digit hauls as well. I don't mind Suarez to Diaz, but I think there's probably better forwards like Alvarez. We can't roll any transfers. Hi, am I bringing Elise in? Well, um, another problem that I am trying to. This is great, isn't it? It's great that we can't afford everyone that we want. Like I said before, at this point in the competition, we we usually have the same team. We can usually get the players that we want easily and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm quite glad that we can't fit all the players in. It's frustrating, and I want Elise, but I mean, we'll take a look soon, right? We'll just talk through. Sorry, that celebration song keeps playing. I'm gonna get copyrighted to absolute smithereens, aren't I? Yeah, 5 PSG players. I mean, it's a gamble, isn't it? Because you're never quite sure. Liverpool pull off um could pull it off. You never know. So for those that are new into the stream today, we have, or those that have just joined the stream who are our regulars, we just hit 1K subs, which is really good, obviously, because we hit it during a live stream. I know I'm kind of sharing this moment with you guys. I know that a lot of the guys in the chat that I've shared this with, but also, and I'm pretty sure that once you hit a certain amount of subs, you can then build a community on your YouTube channel where everyone's bouncing thoughts off each other. I suppose it's a bit like a group chat or something like that. So I will look into that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what sort of stuff we can build now. Now that we've hit 1K subs, and if you haven't hit 1K, sorry, if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, then please do that. Now it really does help me continue to make the normal videos that I usually make. It continues to help me push me to do the live streams, and also continues to kind of push me into making long-term plans, for the World Cup Fantasy and stuff like that. So yeah, seeing growth on YouTube is good for many reasons, but the one I like the most is basically it. When I see something growing, it means I put more effort into it. It means that I will continue to do this stuff. So yeah, really, really thankful for those. If you haven't hit subscribe already, please do that now. In terms of Trossard, and he is playing, which is a start, isn't it, with Trossard? It depends how you think the game's going to go against Sporting, right? If you think that Arsenal are going to do a job on Sporting. I personally don't. I personally think it'll be a low scoring, quite a tough match. I say that as I have 3 Arsenal defenders. I would probably keep Gnabry for this one. I wouldn't buy a Sporting player, but I would probably do Van Dijk to Nuno Mendes, because if you look at because I don't think there's, in terms of bans, Van Dijk is one card off a ban, and so is Mendes. So yeah, you're only swapping one player, who potentially. I actually think that Van Dijk will get yellow carded this week as well. I actually think he could get yellow carded, so might as well make the swap now. I would probably go for that, to be fair. Okay, so in terms of the players that I am looking at, we have 25 minutes before the stream ends, guys. Remember, we are only going until we're only going until 1:45 this week, and that's because it gives me time to just kind of disconnect stuff and get stuff packed up and all that jazz. So yeah, let's have a look at moves now. I really need to. What I'm going to do is, because I know I'm making some big moves, I think, and because I also want to double up on the Barcelona defense. Sorry, not the bloody Barcelona defense. Definitely wouldn't advise doing that. I think you can't see the filter there, can you? So I'm just going to drop Firmin in. I think Firmin's been really, really good this season. I think obviously he got the goal and assist against Newcastle, didn't he? I think it was a 10-point return. He was in so many goal scoring opportunities. Obviously, we don't have Rafinha. We don't know when he's back either. And I just think at 6.7 million, I'm really better than Firmin for you. No, I would go with Barcelona, because not only do I expect Barcelona to score more goals against Atleti than Real Madrid against Bayern, but I also absolutely love the positions that Fermin Lopez gets into. It's ridiculous. Like he's like a striker sometimes in terms of positioning. And it's that, it really does, like, not owning Fermin Lopez has never been fun. Never not owning him has not been fun. Especially when he got his hat trick. Against who was it against? Someone will remind me. Slavia Praga, Olympiacos. Couple of questions before we continue. You rather Van Dijk, Gabriel Pacha? Gabriel Pacha. I prefer the Arsenal double defence. I just don't think there's any chance of Van Dijk keeping it. Whereas there's a chance that Arsenal do, right? I mean, the odds also back that up. So yeah, just looking. We've had a couple of more subscribers in, so really do appreciate it, guys. If we can get well over 1K, that would be good. Just to kind of prevent people from unsubscribing, because there's always like a couple. There's always like a couple who unsubscribe. So yeah, really would appreciate it if you. Janty is checking in as per usual. If you've been on these streams before, Janty, the old differential king, got like nearly 1 million followers on Twitter now. He checks in usually every week, usually every match day. So I'm just gonna message him back. Janty currently has a triple Arsenal defense. Oh, he has a quad. So he has quad Arsenal defense. He's yeah. So I'm probably gonna have to message Janti on and off. So basically, the new ones. Yeah, yeah. Again, I would go for Steve Gabriel Pacho. So yeah, in terms of my own transfers, look, I really think that Mbappe is the best captaincy option this week. I really do. How much is Vinny? Vinny is it's crazy because Vinny is like 1.5. Is he 1.5? 1.4 million cheaper than Mbappe, which is obviously quite a lot. But I just can't. No, I can't go without Mbappe. Just can't do it. Mbappe is in for now. Now you guys can see how much budget I've got there. Would you take a 4-point hit to get Akatiki out? Probably not. I'd probably just get him out next week. And but Akatiki could score. You know, he's got you know, I'm not ruling him out not doing anything because he could do well. He could do well because he's obviously French. He's playing against a French team. Might have extra motivation to do well there. To get Mbappe and Kane, I'd need to bring in 2 cheap sporting defenders for Tar and a VVD. Worth it or just keep Diaz instead? Yeah, I wouldn't buy 2 cheap sporting defenders. Listen, I wouldn't ruin your teams to get, you know, to get certain players in. I definitely wouldn't do that. So Mbappe and Firmin are definitely coming in for me. Now I'm thinking, surely I can't get away with an Atleti. So say Suarez. Let's say I kept Suarez in. I don't want to keep him in. Let's say I keep him in. That would give me 17.6 million. So going for Suarez over Alvarez could be the difference between having to go super budget. So I mean this move alone would allow me to bring in, and I never considered this stupidly. Oh no, I can't. No, I don't think I can. I would love to get Elise in there as well as oh, if I could do that. If I could do that, I might sacrifice Alvarez again. Yeah, he's 8.3. I can't afford that. I can't afford Vinny and Elise. I could probably get Elise and then I'd have 9.3. It's so annoying that Vinny's too expensive or Vinny and Elise are that expensive. Would you say Valverde? I would go for Valverde. I would double up on the PSG defence. Yeah, happily. I would go Hakimi Mendes or Hakimi Pacho. Or Hakimi Marquinhos if you wanted to. I don't think this is possible, to be fair. Although I do like, I really like the thought of bringing Vinny and Elise in. But I don't massively mind Valverde as a differential because although you know I'm not, so I don't mind that. I don't mind that massively. But Alvarez is an absolute fiend. He will. Elise, Kvara, and Pacho. I prefer Kvara and Pacho in the PSG double. You have 2 free transfers. Well, I have 5. I only have one left now, don't I? Ammo to Cancelo, and you can get a lease. Oh yeah, because if I was keeping Suarez, I would have an additional transfer, wouldn't I? Yeah. So stupid. I should have bloody known that. Okay, let me just go back to where we were at the Vinny and the so 0.3 there. I I don't. Oh, I could go Pacho, couldn't I? Yeah, I mean we could be looking at PSG attackers for sure. I think Kvaratskhelia. I own Kvaratskhelia already. Outside of him, I'm not a massive fan of Doué. I don't mind Dembele. I don't mind Dembele either. Um, but there's no way I can go without Mbappe or Kane. I don't think anyway. I don't really like Alvarez maybe, but going without Mbappe or Kane scares the hell out of me. Um, yeah, I mean, I could do this, but I probably wouldn't go for. I probably wouldn't go for Cancelo. I would probably just double up on the PSG defense with Pacho. I don't think Barcelona are going to keep a clean sheet. So that is probably what I would go for, if not Julian Alvarez. Now, how? I mean, the options basic. That's a very good looking team, isn't it? Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a very good. I mean, I could sell Van Dijk, couldn't I? I wouldn't have to sell Catamo. I could sell Van Dijk. I might sell Van Dijk instead, actually, because I like Catamo. He's got multiple, like Van Dijk's 6.2 million. We've only got 15 minutes as well to make a decision, because that's when the deadline stream goes off, right? Uh, yeah. So I mean, that's okay, isn't it? I've got 0.9 million there. No Alvarez though is yeah, no Alvarez is slightly concerning. It. What do you guys think? How essential do you guys think Alvarez is? Because I'm trying to figure out if Alvarez, of course, is a good option, but I'm trying to figure out if I'm scared of him because of obviously what he's done to me recently in the past couple of weeks, which has actually killed me. Um, because obviously getting Alvarez, so it would either be, so I would either have Suarez, Vinny, Elise, Pacho, or I would have Alvarez. So let's just look at the alternative to this, right? Um, I will definitely captain Mbappe. Either way, I think I would captain Mbappe either way. Like regardless of what happens, I'm captaining Mbappe tonight. So let me just have a look at the alternative now. So we've got Suarez, Vinny, Elise, Pacho, or we go for get rid of Vinny, get rid of Elise. We because then now all 5 transfers are being utilised here. That's 22 million there. So say I did go for Julian Alvarez. It's quite a lot of budget, that isn't it? Really. And the problem is if I do, I can't really get Elise, because if I do get Elise, it then leaves me 5.1 for a midfielder. So if I owned Alvarez, I can't own Elise. I can't own Vinny Jr. If you're following along here. Oh, your ad. Yeah, I could have told you ad would captain Vinny. I'm not a fan of Gokarash at all. I'm not a fan at all. So this is the issue that I have now, right? I would have to go cheap in midfield here, and I would probably go. To be fair, I would go for differentials, not by choice, but simply because I have to. And I would probably go for Valverde, who an attempt to cover Vinny potentially, and he could well do it. You know, we've seen him do it in the past. So it's either Suarez, Vinny, Elise, Pacho, or it's Alvarez, Valverde, Van Dijk, because obviously we're keeping Van Dijk. And then I would have 6.6 million for an alternative midfielder. And let's have a look. No, I'd probably keep Vitinha there. So, I mean, I could go for how much is let's write so we need a fourth midfielder for 6.6 million basically. If we were going with this case, obviously Madueke is now an interesting option, although I would be going against what I said earlier in the fact that I do believe Arsenal could potentially struggle. He is 6.6 million on the dot, Madueke, so we'll make a note of him there. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do that now. We have around 10 minutes before we stop the stream. So yeah, Madueke, I kind of need to hurry up, don't I? That's what I need to do because I'm kind of behind. Yeah, so Madueke, he is an option. I think Madueke is definitely an option, although long term he's not ideal really. Now I wouldn't want to double up on the Real Madrid midfield with someone like Güler. I mean, Gnabry is there as an option, but again, Gnabry is very similar to Madueke in the fact that he potentially might not play both matches. Kimmich is also an option. Kimmich, less goal threat, will have the minutes as well. But now we're going well into tomorrow. There is an option I do really like from Atleti actually, and that is Simeone. Simeone is only 6.2 million. He scored last time out against Barcelona. So Simeone is right up there too. In fact, I would probably put Simeone top of that pile there. Trincão's fine. Alvarez for the return leg. If you're between Kane and Mbappe, I'd go with Mbappe. I would go for Calaf. I don't know if Calafiori is going to play both legs. Yeah, he should do. The Timber a bit dodgy. Who am I captain? I'm captain Mbappe. So I think this would be it. I think the options would be okay. Let's just add Simeone because Madueke and Kimmich and Gnabry don't exactly fit my profile player, do they? So right, the options are basically Suarez, Vinny, Elise, and Pacho, or Alvarez, Valverde, Van Dijk, and Simeone. it would be worth mentioning that in the second option in B, Alvarez, Valverde, Van Dijk, and Simeone. Simeone and Alvarez, that's a double up on the Atleti attack. I mean, do you know what? All signs point towards Rashford as an option over Alvarez. Potentially, maybe. Again, I don't think he's a. I don't know how. He's a forward, isn't he? Yeah. I don't mind Rashford actually. I don't hate Rashford as an option. But I don't know if I want a triple up on the Barcelona attack. Oh, for God's sake, I'm gonna end up going without. I'm gonna end up. You know what though? Like, I was really frustrated. I think I was really frustrated in the week because I couldn't get Elise in. That was the big problem. You know, not being able to get Elise in. He is without a doubt the best. He is. He's one of maybe top three, one of the best wingers in the world. Yeah, I don't mind that mole. That's not a mole moose. That's not a bad move. Yeah, I do feel like, so for one, I think that Pacho is going to outscore. I think that Pacho is going to outscore Van Dijk across both legs. I've just ruined the screen, haven't I? Did that without realizing. Then sorry. Yeah. So I think I would put Pacho's points per average points is better as well. Pacho. Yeah. So if it's single head to head, then obviously Alvarez is a better option than Suarez. But if you compare the other options, Pacho versus Van Dijk, I think Pacho's a better option. And then it's a case of Vinny or Valverde, and then what are you doing? And then of course Vinny gets that, doesn't he? He wins that head to head, and then the next head to head is Simeone or Elise. So I think overall this move is better. I would of course have Mbappe captain. Like, Suarez is not going to be my captain at all. So this is what I'm looking at the moment. Now, I think Alvarez is the only big major player I don't own from the template. He's the major. I think we're not going to be able to fit everyone in, are we? Right. So I think he is the major player that I don't own. Let me just check some DMs. Yeah, sorry, I just went quiet for a bit there. Just looking for news really, because the last thing I want really is to make transfers and then get an injury in the line in the warm-ups, right? Who do I put as captain today? Mbappe. I like Mbappe as captain. I really, really like Mbappe as captain. Kane or Mbappe. I would go for Mbappe. He plays at home. Yeah, so it's, to be fair, I did miss his question. So yeah, I would go for, I like I said, my captaincy order this week would probably be, it would be Mbappe number 1, and then it would be Vinny Jr. number 2, and then Kane number 3. If I knew Kane was fully fit, yes, I know he starts, but I don't know he's fully fit because obviously he had the recent issue. If I knew Kane was fully fit, I would put him above Vinny, probably because of Pans. But yeah, I'm quite this team at the moment is quite heavily weighted towards. I mean, I've got no Liverpool here. I've got no Atleti, so I'm not exactly hedging my bets here, am I? I mean, I kind of am in terms of attack because I've got the Bayern double up, I've got the Real Madrid double up that everyone is probably going to be wanting. I've got the Barcelona double up that everyone is probably going to have. I would say it's safe to say that everyone's going to have him. Yeah, no worries, Jonathan. Fabrizio said that Flick told the Barca team to end in the first leg. Thoughts? I think they're going to struggle to end it in the first leg. I think Barcelona will win across both legs, but I don't really see Barcelona absolutely pasting Atleti. Atleti aren't a bad side, are they? I'm so worried about Julian Alvarez. Ugh. What moves could I make ahead of the second leg, though, to facilitate that move? I mean, we get a few transfers, don't we? In the, I don't think I'm going to want to sell anyone. Also, I'm going to need to sell Suarez and Catamo either next week or the week after. Double sporting is feels a bit risky, but then you look at the options, the alternatives. Either it's Suarez, Vinny, Elise, and Pacho, or it's Alvarez, Valverde, Van Dijk, and Simeone. I mean, both plans are pretty good, aren't they? I like Mbappe, love that. Yeah, I'm personally going to go for Mbappe then Yamal. Yeah, I would. That's what I'm literally doing. Actually, I'm literally going to captain Mbappe and then Yamal. That's what I'm doing. So that is the plan. Let's see how we're doing now. It is. Oh my god, it's 2:15, guys. It's 2:15 already. Look, I really do appreciate all of you guys who have joined the stream tonight. I am not. Oh my, UEFA app wants an update. What are you playing at 7:45 wanting to update? Why is it doing that? Yeah, guys, I'm just going to confirm transfers here actually, and hope no one is injured in the warm up. I'll be furious if there is anyone injured in the warm up. But also, I don't want to risk it either. Let me go in my UCL group chats because that's usually like the best place to go. I know I'm screwing myself by keeping Suarez. He's probably going to get booked today as well and suspended. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead with these transfers, guys. It's now 7:45. You guys probably can't see this screen. It's not ideal for you. But I am going to confirm those transfers. I'm going to try and get the screen as back to normal as possible for you. So that is the team that I am going with. Let me just double check dates. Okay, 7th, 8th. There's too many 8s there. Too many 8s. I don't like that it switches like that either. Let's get all the PSG. No, because who would I bring on? So they'd have to be good. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Let's confirm this, guys. Let's double check that we have. Why is? Oh, I see what's happened now. Hang on, one sec. I see what's happened. Let me just refresh that. Yeah, here we go. You should be able to see a little bit better now. No, I like Katamo this week. I'm not gonna lie, I like Katamo this week. I know why I'm doing all this because I'm literally getting off in a minute. Yeah, Mbappe will be my captain, guys. Let me just double check the dates again, just in case. Always double check the dates, guys. Make sure your players, your 7th of April players are playing there. So yeah, that is my team, guys. I went for it. I've left out Julian Alvarez. Rest in peace, me. Yeah, I have changed captain. Thank you for that. Again, just going back to the subscribers, guys, I really do appreciate it. For those who missed it, we now have hit 1K subs. We are now up to, that is the number currently. So massive appreciation. I'll be back. I'll be back for a team selection, maybe an FPL video, but probably a team selection video ahead of the next round. Obviously, I'll be super active on Axe as usual. I'm probably too active. That's probably why I'm called Reactions, but because I'm constantly reacting to everything. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. 1K subs, massive milestone for me. I'll remember the guys who were here. Guys and girls who were here for it as well. So yeah, just really appreciate everyone who has actually subscribed during this. So yeah, massive shout out to everyone who has joined the stream today, and hopefully I will get to build in some sort of community. So yeah, really do appreciate it, guys, and I'll good luck this week, and I'll see you guys again.